Oh, it looks like we're up. Um, yeah, kind of. It's a little jacked up at the moment, just a little bit. Might on the YouTube it might have the wrong picture. Um, if you do see the picture, it's got Diego Cartaya, Michael Busch, Maddox Bruns, and Drew Avens. So just real quick, just a couple pictures from Waimea Bay in Hawaii last week. That's a panoramic view, and just you can see the beautiful water. However, no surf. Not that I was going to be out there. I'm not that dumb. I can't handle that. I can handle the ankle slappers, and that's about it. Um, so yeah, there you go. Waimea Bay, just beautiful to even just stop there. And then Blake Snell, because why not? And then I got that's a Blue Angel. A few other things. This is at the museum. You can see the Blue Angel there. F-14, my baby. Um, yeah, so that's just some pictures. Um, Rough day for me a little bit. Not as bad as it was a few days ago. I was supposed to go in for a crown, so I get in there and they do a little extra and they say, "Hey, you need a root canal first." So I had a root canal. Hasn't been good. Been trying to get some meds. No luck on that. Kind of a bummer. We'll see. I do have a doctor friend, so I may have to reach out to him, get some antibiotics and maybe some painkillers. Hopefully not. Hopefully Tylenol works. Mm. But all in all, last night no show because to be honest, my man Trinidad and myself talked on the phone last night, so kind of ran over when my allocated non-negotiable time. So that was a good time talking with Trinidad. He saw the Quakes last week with when Jermaine Rosario pitched, so he saw some good stuff. Um, so speaking of the Quakes, they played today in Visalia. We had Mr. Bruns on the mound. Maddox looked good again. 3.1 innings, 6 Ks. The two walks were in the fourth inning. I think part of it is just, they tire out some of these pitchers. He's still extending a bit. And so I think that might be part of it. And you can still see velocity possibly, but, you know, the the velocity, just because you can still be tired and throw velocity, but then your fatigue kind of sets in and it impacts the command and stuff. And speaking of command, Dodgers or the Quakes did not have the best of command. They did have 9 walks. The pitchers 9 walks. Yeah, Sean, good to be back. I love doing this. It's fun. Great community here of people, y'all included. Um, so Chris Newell hit a home run again. That's his second. He just had one the other day. Donkey hit a home run. So overall, we had Donkey 1 for 3, Newell 1 for 3, Nevin 3 for 5. Dude's killing it. He's gonna get promoted soon. Yeah, he's just gonna get promoted soon. So hopefully, I can see him before he gets promoted. Mr. Lorenzo had a tough one. The was it the golden sombrero 4 Ks, but he's better than that. He's coming around. He's got the big bop. Biddison, no hits, surprising. Gage Howard got off the schneid a little bit. And then Izara. Jose, don't call me Josh, Izara. There's a story to that. I may have told it, but I'll tell it some other time again. Maybe when I interview him or something like that. Really good kid. Um, and then, so that's cool. Just pulling up my notes so I don't miss anything. The Loons, big W. 15-3 over Dayton Dragons. Speaking of Dayton, we just published an interview that Steve Douglas had with Dayton Dooney, a newly acquired Dodger for the Quakes, for Media Day. So that's published on YouTube also. We have an article on Nick Biddison coming up that Ryan wrote. I just have to we go through it and do a little, all the finishing touches and all that. That'll be published by sometime tomorrow or early this weekend. Kyle Freeland, 2 for 5, 4 ribbies with a home run. So his first high A homer. Dalton Rushing, 2 for 3. Let's see. A good old Yainer Fernandez hit his second home run, which is great. 3 for 5. He's doing Yainer things. If you've been following the Dodgers minor league system, you know about Yainer. You know how underrated he is. Um, he's so underrated. Some of us overrate him, but not really. And then Bubba went 1 for 2. Vogel went 2 for 5. That's nice. Good to see too. Um, Pitching wise, Ronan Kopp, 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. And let's look at his pitches real quick. So 57 pitches, 35 strikes. So I'm sure that's not his favorite thing. Excuse me. Yeah. Just this little persistent cough came back and got me. Mitchell Taransky, second appearance. Coming around, lots of time off. Yeah, Steve is funny, Sean, no doubt. Yeah, Sean writes, love the interview. Steve is funny. And I like his easygoing attitude. Exactly. I love the guy. I got so much to learn from him. He's true professional. And so I've been watching him now for a few years, and it's great to have him contributing periodically. So Taransky, comeback guy again. Casey and I spoke about him a month and a half, 2 months ago, because he just kind of fallen off the map. 2019, he was so good, and so now hopefully that he's healthy and come back and keep it going. Our drillers, pitching wise, Nick Frasso, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earney, 1 walk, 5 Ks. 67-47. So 67 pitches, 47 strikes. Tanner Dodson, that was the guy they got for Luke Raley, and he had a great appearance. This is great to see because he struggled so much last year. First of all, 37 pitches, 24 strikes, 2.2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 4 Ks. So that's good to see. That's one of those long-term projects. And then good old John Rooney, now the future closer. 1 innings pitched, gave up nothing, 2 Ks. So I'm sure he's stepping it up in the relief role. Offense, and there was a lot of it. You score 9 runs, you're going to have a lot of offense. So, and it's funny because DeLuca, for once, didn't do anything. That guy's been really good this year. Vivaso is only 1 for 5. Paez, 3 walks. He had a good day the other day. Brandon Lewis, the powers there just didn't really shine today. He had 1 hit. Diego, 3 for 5, 4 ribbies. 1 was a home run. Now he's up to 333. All of a sudden, here comes Diego. And then not Miguel, Imanol. I might be saying it wrong. Sorry about that. 2 for 4. He's just a solid player. He's an underrated guy. He's not on these prospect lists, but at the end of the year, he's going to have a really nice year and just keep moving up. Josh Stowers, not Stowers. Met him in spring training. Look at this guy, 3 for 5. He's crushing the ball. Everything he hits is just a rocket. He had a double also. So that's his second double. So he's going to get more and more playing time. And I think he's still technically a prospect. So we're going to track him. Cody Hosey, 1 for 5. Just stay healthy, Cody. Everything's going to come around. And then Bryson Brigman. I always want to say Brigham, but Bryson, he was another free agent, and I didn't see him play shortstop at all in spring training, but they got him at shortstop here, and in his debut with the Drillers, 3 for 5. How about that? So really good day for the Drillers. The Space Cowboys got beat by our Oklahoma City Dodgers. Drew Havens, 3 for 6, including a homer. Yes, a homer in the second inning. Michael Busch playing third base for the second game in a row. I know he made an error yesterday. It's Maybe that's the reason I didn't have the thing yesterday. But no, Busch playing third base is a huge thing. Um, we've got the amazing Max Muncy. Let's just play in Frisco the whole year. Doing really, coming around. The swing's coming back with his step coming back, but getting Michael Busch some reps there. Max is 32. Matt Chapman is going to be a free agent. There might be some options coming down the line, which is great. You never know. Maybe they'll put Vargas back at third, but I think he looks great at second. Um, Luke Williams still doing it. Again, not a prospect, but you got to keep reporting on this guy. Playing shortstop. And let's see, he had, he didn't have any extras. Ryan Ward, 1 for 4. Deluzio, they picked him up near the end of the year. Hunter Fiducia, 1 for 2, still hitting in the 300s. Looking good there. Bradley Zimmer is he's coming around, isn't he? Maybe they unlock something with him. But he had a homer today. That's his second. And he's 3 for 4 and hitting 297. Last year he hit like 124 or something like that in the major leagues. So maybe something's coming around. That'd be great to see. Again, he's not a prospect though. And Jahmai Jones, 0 for 4. That's all right. He's still a prospect. Let's take a quick look at some transactions. I missed a couple. We'll go, starting from 4-11. This is a bummer. Jacob Metter, I saw him. He pitched the last game of the year last year for the Quakes. Started it. Looked great. I saw this first. Oh, he signed the Quakes. Ooh, 60-day DL. I don't know what it is, but hopefully he's okay. OKC put Joni Hernandez on the 7-day list. So Sean says Copp is really intriguing. I would like to see Will Smith get some play at third base. Amen. Call it Fiducia. Yeah. Give him a tryout before Cartaya is ready. Yeah, Cartaya's got a couple more years, I think, before he's ready. I think Fiducia's ready now. But, right now it's Smith and Barnes. Yeah, I'd like to see Smith play some third base. I wish they would have done something in spring training, but he's also such obviously a great catcher and super valuable. So Metter, bummer. Bryson Brinkman, we just talked about him. Got assigned to the Drillers from the ACL, not the Angels. Really wasn't the Angels. It was the Dodgers. Tulsa Drillers place. Okay, Yusniel Diaz on the 7-day injured list. And then they brought, veteran Robbie Erlin from the temporary inactive list. They just do that sometimes to get other guys in based on whatever may have happened. Let's see. So these teams will all play again over the week. I'm going to be out at Rancho. I'm not sure which day yet. Could be Friday, could be Saturday, could be even Tuesday. I do want to see Peyton Martin pitch. Wednesday I can't. Thursday's probably out, but maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who knows? Looking forward to getting out there though. Maybe 2. I don't know. I don't know how much energy I got, and I don't want to violate the non-negotiables like I talked about a couple days ago. So we will see Peter Hubick tomorrow, I know, for the Quakes. For the Loons, who is it? Manana doesn't say. Come on. Drillers, let's see who they got going. They're not good at this stuff. Okay. So again, the big news for me, and I wish I could have had some time yesterday to talk, but Michael Busch at third base is the huge thing for me. They need to find a place for his bat. I mean, right now he's hitting 367, 985 OPS. Again, Casey and I have talked about it. There is nothing else for him left to do other than to go and play Major League Baseball. So let's see what happens. I know the Dodgers have There's some issues. Maybe they find a spot eventually for Busch with the. I'd like maybe a phantom DL for Chris Taylor so we can figure out his swing. Barnsley's got to get off the schneid. He still hasn't. I don't think he has a hit yet that I can recall, unless he got one yesterday. I was real busy. I had men's Bible study. I had to go to the store, and then Trinidad and I were talking. So, not sure what he's up to, but good for the Dodgers to get 2 out of 3 against the Gigantes, and then the Padres lost 2 of 3 to the Barbs, and then they lost today to the Brewers at home. Dodgers need to get off a good start. They got Cubbies coming in with Bellinger, the return of the dude. With the CBD sponsored team, it's just perfect. To be honest, I'm not a fan of any of that stuff. I'd be really pissed off if the Dodgers were sponsored by anything like that. But hopefully they don't do anything like that. I know I'm a little square, but what can you do? Yep, Billy is back. It's who knows what he's gonna do. That guy's he's a crack up. But let's be honest, at least for right now, it's looking like the right thing to do. James Outman been playing, been doing well. Can't beat what he's doing. Vargy's doing fine, keeps drawing the walks. I'm expecting some power coming up pretty soon. He's just it seems a little tentative. I mean, maybe that's the result. Maybe that's why their walks are up there a bit. But he looks good at second, so very pleased with him. And then cross your fingers and everything for Michael Grove on Saturday. He needs to bounce back. I'm sure he's not very pleased with what happened to him on, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, so they need to. Hopefully he steps it up. And then, as you probably heard, Pepio's not coming back at least till May. It's that oblique stuff. Really a bummer there. But all in all, I think the Dodgers are in decent shape. I think there's some bullpen help, with Brule, Mark Washington, Nick Robertson, and maybe more. Maybe eventually John Rooney to come up and help that team. Because right now the bullpen is not quite where we want it. Yancey hasn't found his way yet. I think he will. He kind of had a weird spring training, and then we'll just see what happens. But hey, that's about it for now. Hopefully at it tomorrow night again. We'll see. Just trying to keep the life stuff going. Right now I'm just hoping to get some sleep with this pain from my what's it called, root canal. I gotta make sure I go take something. And then we'll see what happens this weekend with the Dodgers, and we got all these great games coming up for the minor leaguers, and hopefully they can have another sweep. How about a sweep including the Dodgers tomorrow? That's what we need to see. All right. Sean, I agree. Definitely impressed with the rookies. So on that note, I appreciate you all again, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Adios, everybody.